Yesterday during practice, we talked about the concept of a defensive slide and the team defense working together to support one another if a defender gets beat. We also talked about on-ball and off-ball defenders. Something that Coach Blake brought up is communication. And communication is important for a number of reasons during stretches. Obviously, I have different players count out loud, and we talked about why it's important to have somebody counting, make sure we're all on the same page, doing the same thing, and then also not waiting for coach to tell somebody, hey, we need to count for this stretch. Coach says the name of a stretch, and one of the players just kind of takes charge of that and starts counting. That was a good thing to see yesterday. But how it can be applied to the field, and especially when you're playing defense as a team, is yes, if I'm playing on-ball defense and I'm getting beat, I'd like to hear my teammate who's going to slide yelling, slide, slide, slide. Not only can I hear that there is a slide that's coming, but I can tell based on which ear I hear that from where my teammate is. So I can kind of do like echolocation, like kind of like how bats fly around in the dark. You can figure out where your teammate is by where their voice is coming from on the field. Being proactive about communication is important as well, because if maybe before I'm getting beat while playing on-ball defense, maybe before that I can hear one of my teammates say that, hey, I got your support on your right, or you can push them to this side. I can adjust how I'm playing on-ball defense before that player even starts trying to drive to the goal, and I can push that offensive player who's dodging to an area of the field where they have less offensive opportunities, but it's also easier for my defensive teammate to slide to. And so these really, really good high-level Division I and professional defenses in lacrosse, this is something that they do flawlessly. It's defenders are going to get beat sometimes, and I always tell offensive players, like, you have an advantage because you can see the goal and the defense can't, and that's a massive advantage for the offense. But that's the way you can make it really difficult for the offense, is the defense can have a plan before anything happens, and then as the offense unfolds whatever their strategy is, the defense is in certain places that makes it difficult for them to accomplish certain things. And of course, offense does the same thing. Offense is going to arrange themselves in a certain way so that it's hard for defenders to do their job and then help somebody else do their job. So that's kind of the push and pull of offense versus defense. But communication is important. One, because obviously you're letting people know what's going on. Two, if I'm on your right and I tell you something, not only the content of that information, but you hear that coming from your right. Now you know where I am, and you know where you are in relation to me. And then thirdly, if we can use communication proactively before the player with the ball is running down the middle of the field to the goal, that's when we want to find out, where's my slide? Do I have some support over here? If I play this guy on this side of the field and he beats me, is he going to be able to score immediately because I don't have defenders who are on my team in the right spot? We can get ourselves organized by communicating and figure out what everybody's job is based on where they are on the field and in relation to the ball. And then again, as the offense kind of unfolds, we communicate through that to each other, and we move around on defense, and we kind of react to what's going on, and being proactive about communication, whether it's in stretches or whether it's in when you're actually playing team defense. It doesn't matter. It's only going to help you be more effective as an individual defender and as part of a team defense scheme.